Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Umbras, and today we are starting our playthrough of Burnout. Hope everyone's doing well. We have a lot to do. I'm a little bit nervous, I've never actually played. It's been very long since I played this game, so it's gonna be interesting. Oh boy. Alright. So let's do this. I know basically you unlock other events. You unlock head-to-heads. Right? You unlock head-to-heads, I think, in the championships. And that's how you get the other things. Actually, it plays music. So I wanna just get used to this. Preparation on. Again, that all started. I know it's gonna be interesting. And let's go to championship. We got the super mini. We got the sports coupe, which is a little bit faster. The saloon, and the muscle, and the pickup. So we got a lot of cars already. I'm gonna maybe go with the super mini first. Oh gosh, you can actually change gears. Alright, let's do this. We need a minimum of third. First round is the interstate. Okay. I am nervous. But let's see what we can do here. Okay, so far so good. A little bit sluggish acceleration, but we're moving. I gotta remember you don't get boost here for doing any aggressive moves with your opponents. It's all about kind of clean driving here. Okay, so it does tell us fairly early as well how far ahead, or ahead of the turn, which direction we need to take and everything. Honestly, the car is super responsive for its speed. Alright, cool. So that is a concern as well. If opponents wreck, I mean, we gotta be careful not to crash into them. Alright, there we can weave through there. Honestly, it's kind of cool, actually. It's charming. I like this. I noticed that the traffic also kind of actively tries to swerve out of your way. Did you know that the first Burnout has unused Tokyo Trick music? I didn't know that. I'll be fully honest, I'm going into this game mostly blind. I basically only kind of did a vague cursory search of like how to kind of progress in the game and everything. Boost is very tough to obtain, it seems. Okay, so going oncoming is the kind of the way to really get a lot of that boost. Interesting. So we got boost. Ooh, okay. So we can kind of turn like that. Got it. Alright, so we're in a fairly tight section. I don't want to use the boost because I have no idea how to mix the car handle. Boost is kind of, I'm gonna say pedestrian, but definitely a little bit more. Like, you don't quite get as much speed out of it as you would in the later Burnout games. It's interesting though, it's pretty cool. Now, I know later courses are gonna get a lot more technical, a lot more like, you know, all that stuff. You know, what's weird is the Chinese Tokyo music is in Burnout Paradise soundtrack. Interesting. I guess they kind of figured, hey, we never got a chance to do this. We may as well do that. You know, put it in and everything. That way people can actually chance to, you know, listen to it. Okay, so we did our first lap. So these laps are pretty long, actually. I think we probably should have used a slightly different vehicle just because the Super Mini, it is like it's easy to drive. They weren't lying about that. But holy moly, it is very not particularly quick. I mean, it does the job. We're in the lead. Alright, so we got boost available. I'm gonna wait until after the turn. Oh, okay, so you do get a little bit of safety. You do get a little bit of safety. Oh, I was hoping I would fill it up. Still, we got it mostly filled up there. So that's not too bad. Whoa, okay. Handling takes a little bit to get used to. This is fun though. This is really cool. Let's get some of our near misses. Let's ride in a high occupancy vehicle lane. Alright, we are in lap 3. I like how when you're boosting the music kind of quiets down as well. Midnight, welcome. Hope you're well. Right now we're in our very first race in Burnout, in the first championship. We're doing pretty good. No major issues, no like major crashes. That is a crash though. That is a big crash. Burnout series playthrough before retirement. Maybe if we can do it quick enough. I might consider that. I'll definitely probably play Burnout 2 next. I don't know if we'll have enough time to get Burnout 3. And I highly doubt we'll be able to get Burnout Revenge. But we can at least probably get definitely the first 2. Maybe even the first 3. It's feasible. Burnout 3 might be the one where we just may not have enough time. Because that one's got a decent amount of content to it. At least the first. I will try. I would genuinely try. Honestly, I'm having in the first race. I am having a lot of fun with. Why did he swerve? Burnout 2 isn't that long? True. He swerved. We wouldn't have hit him if he hadn't swerved. This one isn't along either. Yeah. Oh! Had that truck not swerved, we wouldn't have hit him. That's annoying. Good enough, you could probably get it done with everything tonight. Maybe. I'm not sure if I'm that good. It's been a very long time since I've played this, and I've never like officially played it from start to finish myself. It's mostly just messing around with friends. Alright, at least we gotta get in a minimum position of 3rd place. Alright, so this is much twistier. Whoa, okay. Spicy in the turns. There we go. We managed to get through that. Much safer than our opponents. Oh, that was way too close. I do like the fact that it does give you a little bit of leeway with some of the cars, with regards to like touching things and everything. But it is still spicy. You can't do like the crazy breakthrough slides like in the later Burnouts. It's still very much, it almost relies more on like lift-off oversteer. Holy mother of mothers. That was way too that was way too close. Okay, we're good, we're good. Alright, checkpoint. We're still going. We're still moving. Wait, it's Z? I'm not sure what the other direction is. There we go. Okay. And is that the lap? That might be the lap. That is the lap. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. So the Z is basically with the cobblestone Z. Oh, don't you swerve into my direction, you melon. The cobblestone Z is basically the trucks like intentionally do that. But we're good so far. We are very good. I might try the sports coupe next. I've heard that one is pretty good. To be fair, most of the vehicles I've heard are pretty solid. The pickup and the saloon are probably the only two I've heard that are actually pretty actively bad, with a very understeery, and their acceleration is still pretty sluggish. Like the Super Mini's got a fairly sluggish acceleration, but it's at least very what's the word I'm looking for? It's at least nimble in the turns. JB, welcome. I had nowhere to go in that one. I have to give him serious. Had 7 different variations to go for. Yeah, that was what, Dominator, right? Thankfully, it's originally composed music here, which, to my knowledge, seems to be kosher with regards to actually like listening to and everything. So, we should be okay. A lot more crashes this time around. First lap, we got a completely clean lap. This one, much less so. But yeah, no girlfriend here. And then they used it again in fucking Burnout Paradise. Guess it kind of for me because it made 4 of my friends realize that. Dang, that's pretty impressive. No! Gotta be careful with that. So, you probably, but if you had to choose between car and wall, it's better to choose wall, I think, because you can almost slide off the wall. But touching a car, you have a lot less leeway when it comes to creating the crash cams. So, okay. Honestly, the game itself was pretty beautiful for like a first game. To be honest, if I was a woman, I believe in making those in two, so I don't blame them. Yeah. How old is she anyway? She's got to be older than I am, right? She's probably like in mid-30s. I thought I could squeeze through in the inside. Alright, not much further. Not much further. I'm gonna Google. Yes, please. I am currently driving and crashing. Yeah, you actually get a lot more leeway with the wall than you do with traffic cars. Alright, we're getting close to the finish. She's 41? Damn. Alright, alright. I mean, would. Holy moly. That is the good stuff. Oof. Alright. The sword times can definitely be improved, I think. Looks the same issue back then, did it? Yeah. That's crazy, man. Alright, final race of the first championship. Rivers City. Alright, that one looks shorter. That one might be shorter. It's almost kind of like a figure 8. Let's do it. Let's do it. The campfire? I'm not even gonna Google what that term means.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, hey, this is like London. Vampire. Oh, okay. I'm like, I thought the campfire was like a. Why did you swerve? I had a gap. I had a gap there. I had a gap and he swerved into it. British. Yeah, except they're driving on the correct side of the road, so they might not be British. The architecture has it pegged as very Northern European for me, though. Yes, the skater boy bit her. Yeah. Well, that's annoying. Alright. So we gotta catch up in the really gotta catch up the first. Because right now all three of us are like way back in the pack. I see first up ahead. They just went around the turn. Oh, that's a hairpin. Like Nice? Maybe. That could also be it. Yeah. I mean, Nice is very nice. You get a lot of narrow streets. It's by a river, massive bridges, and you have tunnels as well. Paris, maybe? Like, that could be the Seine that we're driving by. Nah, I just placed Europe JPEG. Fair. Bum ba dum ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum bum. Oh, oh, that was way too close. All right, traffic is definitely a pain in this game, but it's kind of fun though, in a terrifying way. Ooh, screen peek of the place that Japan. I mean, it's kind of. Although sometimes Japan can make for great racing game locations, like the Tokyo Shimmersa games. Those are a peak. In place Japan. Because they are uniquely Japanese, with a Japanese charm. Ow. Alright, well at least the other truck crashed into that. Well, he's gonna have to speed a lot quicker than I am. Alright, final lap. Let's go. Alright, so these are much quicker laps than the other two races. Oh! Mother of mothers. Alright, that is very tight. Don't get me wrong, it's great. But even if it's an ass representation and bad map, they're still fair. That's what I like about the Tokyo Shimmersa games, is they make a really good job of like actually making sure it's like, you know, accurate and everything. Like if you go into Google Maps, you can literally like follow all the different roads that you race on in the different like series, even the Toge routes and everything. You know, Daiichi, Arahazaka, and everything like that. Alright, we got a lot of time to make up here. A 1-1 of the Wangan, and then also the 1-1 of like the different mountain roads too. They did laser scanning before even iRacing did it. Which in that front, yeah, makes it really great. Oh, we almost ran into the back of a bus. Alrighty, okay. Yo! Oh, we won it! Yes, let's go! Alright, so second, first was our run through this championship. First championship done. Nice. It's bad I learn those roads. Like my hack is like sure. I mean, you can never really learn from like the back of your hand from driving them regularly, unless you lived in Japan. Let's get the sports coupe. Let's see. Face off one. Okay, so this is how we get the other cars. Like, I know the exact thing. Ooh, the Roadster. Alright, let's do this. Let's get the Roadster. Alright, 3 laps. That is a very fast car. Though it doesn't matter if they crash. Which looks like the Mazda Emerald. A little bit of that, a little bit of Lotus Elise. I'm not quite seeing the DBS in it, but I can definitely see the Mazda, like Miata and the MR2. Oh gosh, that was way too close. Honestly, Sports Coupe is pretty solid too. This one very much looks like an MR2. The grill, I didn't get a chance to look at the grill as much. The Sports Coupe definitely has a bit of almost MR2 and the like Del Sol a little bit kind of vibe. You mother of fucks. Alright, that's gonna lose us a lot of time. So we're gonna have to make that up. Audi TT R2. Yeah. A little bit of the Audi TT, kind of the rounded, bubblish vibe. I couldn't pull out of the slide there. That's not good. We're losing too much time to first. Okay. Oh my god, okay. Please stop swerving into me. Like, it wouldn't be so bad if they held their lane, right? But like, they almost always swerve directly into where you were going to be going. Okay, that one was just me misjudging the gap. Alright, first is down there. Back to the right. Oh, that was way too close. That should have probably been a crash cam for me, but it wasn't one. Imagine the Stratos. Oh, the Stratos would be kind of cool in Tokyo Shimizu Drift. They had a lot of other cars. A lot of other, like, rally cars and everything. And a decent amount of European vehicles as well. Stratos may have been difficult to license, as even in the West, getting the Tamasos was a little too much for them to be able to do. Like, the only time that the Tamasos appeared in the West was in 3. Yeah, well, probably any rally car that was successful in rally racing would be good for Toge as well, as the two are not that different from each other. At least in terms of kind of like generalist conditions you're exposed to. Panteras in the games as the head of Genki. In only the Japanese versions. Like I said, in the West, that didn't happen. As the head of Genki then was swapped to an NSX. Okay, now we're kind of getting the things going. Alpine went. That would have been a good one as well. Honestly, with the success of the Tokyo Extreme Racer 2025, it'd be cool to see them do like the Toge game. Or even just a larger like expansion on regular Tokyo Extreme Racer, like the highway battles, would have been cool. Get a more non-Japanese versions. You can find it due to a bug, but like it's not like officially like licensed for that game technically. It's just still in the files. But even like the Kato president doesn't drive the Pantera. Really? Okay, that's annoying. We got taken down before takedowns even could occur. Alright, we gotta hope that they wreck. So the face-offs are a lot more difficult than the championships. Well, yeah, they need to change the physics, of course. But it'd be cool for them to eventually do that. Like, from starting from basically nothing to having like one of probably the best arcade racers on the market is no easy feat. This is actually a fairly close battle. The Roadster and I are kind of, you know, side by side through a lot of this. This is tough. This is gonna be tough. Oh gosh. Oh, are you kidding me? That would have been a chance to get an advantage. Alright, thankfully respawned us ahead of the Roadster. Imagine Adam with Toge's and even the gun set. Ooh. That'd be cool, because they had Hokkaido in the Drift 2, which was the Rally Japan stage then. So if they added like a very twisty technical stage from Rally Gunsai, Rally Japan in the current one, that'd be pretty cool actually. Oh yes. Okay, staying tight to there actually worked. We can do this, chat. No wrecks. Fuji Spirit Ring would be kind of cool. Maybe. Although it kind of take a little bit away from like the street racing aspect of it. A little bit. Like I know you had C1 Battle Grand Prix and everything, but still. That was kind of a more niche spin-off. Oh. We got the Roadster. Holy moly. It's the class of the American cars. Sweet. Oh yeah. Let's get the Roadster. The Big Run Grand Prix. I can kind of see SMR maybe a little bit in the front bumper. This is gonna be fun though. Alright, this is definitely a lot lighter, a lot more nimble than the sports coupe. Alright. That one is a little bit unfortunate. Off-road. There shouldn't be traffic through this section. Oh, that was way too close. C7 Corvette. Isn't that the GT3 Corvette? Either way, that's pretty cool that we're having an American car in the JGTC. Oh gosh, okay. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Just a modified C7. What class is it in? Because if it's in the GT 300 class, I'm pretty sure that's the GT3 C7. It's just the Callaway GT3 Vet, which is an older GT3, but it still sees regular competition. Believe it or not. Oh my, no! Way too close. Too many buses. That was way too close for comfort. I don't know much about it being real. All I know is it's orange. Yeah. I might be the Callaway Corvette GT3, as there was quite a few of those made. I would say there's not too many places where you can safely and effectively use your boost. Oh, holy moly, the Roadster. Probably my favorite car so far in the game. Genuinely great handling, great acceleration. Just very solid overall. I now understand why it was such a difficult car to win. Oh, truck. Alright, final lap. Final lap. Big push through the forest. Big push through the off-road sections. I should have paid more attention to that car. Alright, we're still in the lead. Although second place has massively caught us up because of that. Okay, so yeah, it was the GT3. The GT3R Vets. Got it. Yeah, those things, despite being kind of the older generation of GT3s, are still quite rapid. And in the right context can still punch well above the weight class. Shame there wasn't too many GT3 vets that competed in the States, as it was mainly the GTE project that was directly backed by the, Chevy Meza manufacturer. But yeah, in Europe and in Asia as well, the GT3 C7s were quite a force to be reckoned with. Holy moly, okay. That got a little bit close to the end, but we did well there. We did very well there. Yeah, good lap times. Ooh, very good lap time. Just gonna see like the 911s and everything. Yeah, it's still competitive despite its age.
3, 2,
Alright, we've driven this track before. We know this. We know how to handle it. Alright, well, someone is already wrecked out. Oh, gosh. Yeah, the Rhodes was probably the more nimble one of the bunch. It's even relevant, wrecking so dominant. Yeah. Very, very nice. Okay, alright, we're moving. We're moving. Absolutely moving, absolutely grooving. Yeah, still. I mean, the underlying base car is still absolutely rapid, so. You know, it's cool that it's still dominating despite being an entire generation out of date. It'll be also cool to eventually see some of the C8s, Corvette GT3s competing there. And I know they compete in the GT Asia series, the C8 Vet GT3s. But not in JGTC, not yet. Alright, getting close to the end of the first lap. Getting close to the end of the first lap. There we go. Lap 1 complete. Oh gosh, that's a crash. Yeah, that's a pretty dominant performance then. Cool to see how it does in later races and everything. Holy moly. Alright, a little bit tough through here. Even when he comes up behind them, they swerve out of the way. We're doing well so far. No mistakes, no errors, minimal issues. Holy mother of mothers! All right, we got boost available. I don't really want to use boost. Boost isn't really that useful here. Yeah, I can imagine. That's such a, like I said, dominant performance then. I'll have to see if that continues in the next season. What? Okay. Physics kind of broke there. I don't think that's how it was supposed to go, but hey, at least no crash cam. At least no crash cam. So I will take that. That was the strangest thing of physics. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I said, it's been a very successful racing car in other series, and even now it's still used quite a bit despite its age. Very, very strong GT3 car. So I'm sure they probably knew a little bit about what they were getting into. Alright. We've kind of started to get the hang of the handling of this. We were having a lot less crashes. We're kind of very smooth through the corners. Yeah. Oh, rip to the Mustang. I'm not as knowledgeable about the Mustang GT racing prior to the newest one. Who's messaging me? Alright, next race. Alright, not too bad, not too bad actually. Very solid performance through there. Minimal wrecks. Gridlock USA. Oh gosh, alright, that's a lot of intersections. Yeah. Would have been interesting.
3, 2, 1, go!
I will say the acceleration from a complete stop is a little bit sluggish on the Roadster, but also it's not too bad. No, we're doing pretty good with the Roadster. Like it's probably the best handling out of the group. At least of the three current cars I've driven. I might depending on the next selection of tracks, I might go with the Muscle next. But we will see. I've heard the Muscle is kind of one of those ones where it's got great acceleration, but its handling is a little bit iffy. Last game I kind of Fuji. Yeah, I wonder what kind of historic racing series Japan has. Because they got stuff for like historical like Group 5 or whatever, or like that type of stuff. You could probably see like a Greenwood Corvette barreling down the main straight. And I'm not sure. That'd be interesting. Do a racer classic Can-Am cars, you had a decent amount of like Lola Chevrolets and everything like that. Alright, so these are pretty quick laps, actually. It's just a lot of traffic. Like, you get wide roads, you get very good sight lines, but there's just a lot of traffic. Because that, even a single wreck is bad, because it is such a high-speed course. Japanese making a line yacht, push track competitive in the. Maybe that'd be difficult potentially, but a GT3 kind of spec Charger would be pretty cool to see. I mean, the JAF Subaru BRZ was always very, very quick in competition. Oh my mother of mothers. Honestly though, this is pretty good. I'm making great progress so far. We got one championship, one face-off down. You could probably do this in maybe 2 or 3 streams pretty easily, I think. We will see. And yeah, I guess we can do Burnout too. Alright, the final corner has got to be coming up soon. These are very, very quick laps. Okay. Take care, JB. And as the finish line, cross the line. Boom! Shakalaka. Here we go. Quickest lap time, quickest overall race time as well. I will happily take that. Alright, we've unlocked Face Off 2. Ooh. Muscle looks very viperish. I mean, that is a lot of highways. Against a tow truck. Yes! Let's do it. Let's race against a tow truck. That is hilarious. That is amazing. Oh. Okay, so the tow truck can absolutely just smash us. That is no bueno. That is absolutely no bueno. Alright, also it's only got a 5-speed. Dang, okay, this is a little bit pain. Come on, use that boost. Nice, there we go. Alright, that was a good run down that straight. That should help us a little bit with the overall speed. Pretty much anywhere we're gonna be bouncing off the rev limiter. Woo, spicy, spicy, spicy. Alright, just stay on the shoulder, stay on the shoulder. Oh, this is extra spicy. Also, holy moly. We have managed to unlock a burnout and then continue boosting. Ah, the second time around though, it didn't work. First time around though, we managed to keep it going. We managed to actually get a boost chain. Alright, so at least on a track like this, the Muscle's actually not that bad of a vehicle. Like, it's a little bit slippery on some of the tighter technical sections. But like for the most part, it's pretty alright. Oh, but we can go pretty much the full length of the highway section with boost. Oh gosh, can we keep it going? Can we keep it going? Yeah, okay. So that front, that section there, we do need to get off with the boost just a little bit. For the most part, we were able to definitely speed up quite a bit through that section, which is probably really good for lap times. So pretty much any of these like highway sections, you can absolutely get down right. Because holy moly, the speed. Oh, okay. Ow. Oh gosh, there's a tow truck. How is a tow truck this close to us? Oh my gosh. How was the tow truck that close to us? The speed of the tow truck then. Holy moly. Nah, it's probably just the rubber banding AI. I've heard that that's pretty egregious in this game. Alright, good so far, good so far. Woo, spicy. Oh gosh, come on, give me some traction, please. Little bit spicy there. But we are moving. That's less moving. Okay, okay. Come on. Gotta keep moving, gotta keep pushing. Because the finish line is not far away. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Use all the boost. Oh boy. Let's go. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. That is by a huge gap for the times. Alright, that's good. That is very good. We've unlocked the tow truck. Alright, back to the Roadster. The Euro Marathon. So we have 4 more championships. And what, like 2 more head-to-heads? Oh boy. Alright. That is a huge track. So we will see. Alright, I see a Roadster there as well. I see a Roadster there. So Roadster versus Roadster. Those 2 cars are going to be pretty close in terms of performance. Oh, they want us to go right. Brah. Alright, that's fine. We can get through this. Not by doing that. Alright, that's gonna be a huge pile up. Yeah, I kind of figured everyone else is crashing into that too. Okay, we are good. We are moving. We're keeping it nice and clean. Minimal crashing. Oh. Okay, that is a huge crash there. Yeah, and that isn't even in the way of our opponents. Alright, we got the Roadster just ahead of us. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of time lost there. A lot of time lost. We have a lot of ground to make up. But thankfully, I see second ahead, and first shouldn't be too much further than ahead than that. Really? That's the annoying thing, is even coming into contact with your other rivals causes the crash cam. Which I get when they're like wrecked. But still. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, so this is a combination track up to like the longer European tracks. Hey, welcome Game Over Tapes. Hope you're well. Right now we're in championship number 3, the European Marathon, and we're struggling just a little bit, as traffic is very heavy here. But we're doing alright. We're kind of getting into a rhythm with this new track here. It's a combination of a couple of the other tracks we've driven on. And holy moly, is it a long track. Like, we haven't even gotten done our first lap yet, and it's 4 minutes into the race, so this is a long one. But we're getting there, we're getting the speed, we're getting the feel for the vehicles and everything. We've gotten 2 face-offs done as well. So we are gradually getting up there, getting up the speed. You can see first place just ahead. Gotta check Real Drive one day. I heard about that one. That one is kind of an interesting one. It's like a Japanese street racing game, but with like the realistic crashes as well. No! There is no way you can avoid that. Alright, at least it's lap 2 now. So we can begin trying to make some progress on our opponent. I can see them at least now again. Yo, it was basically the Japanese Burnout before Burnout. Yeah. That'd be a cool one to try out as well. we're getting close to maxing out that boost. It wouldn't surprise me if they did take a little bit of the inspiration from it. Either way, though, it is a great game. I've been enjoying the first one. It's a little bit frustrating here and there, just because I'm so used to the later Burnout games, with a little bit more of the quality of life and everything. Like, as far as like racing games go, this isn't bad. It's fully competent, you know, fully, you know, solid, with enjoyable moments. That was near the European vibe. I know. Like I like the European tracks. Very tight, twisty, filled with traffic. But we're doing great. Honestly, you can kind of see a little bit of the inspiration from the Riviera tracks here in this race. Like, they definitely took a lot of inspiration from like this track when creating Riviera in Burnout 3. Like, it's really, they did a really good job with it. And like, honestly, for a 2002 game, 2001 game, it looks really good too. Like, having, you know, this much kind of like map variety and different types of races and everything in the fledgling PS2 at the time. Very, very cool. I got a boost bar. I'm not sure where I really want to use it though. Just because most of the sections are fairly tight. French being 20 plus years old is beyond me. Yeah, I know. But it's pretty cool. Bus. The bus. We got busted by the bus. There was a gap. There was a gap, game. You saw the gap too. We didn't touch them. There was a gap. Oh well. Thankfully, one thing I do like is if the crash isn't your fault, the game will spawn you ahead of your rivals, even if you crash later than them, which is a nice touch. Sometimes it's really the rivals made a mistake and you just had nowhere to go. Boost is available now. I bet it is. A little bit of speed down the bridge. Why not? Why not? Ow. But yeah, depending on how quickly we're able to get this complete, I might be able to even get Burnout 2 completed as well. Cause I've never played that one. So that'll be a pretty fun one as well. As that one has a lot of the quality of life improvements over 1. Still don't have the takedown modes, but still, it'd be a solid experience. 2 is way cooler. Yeah, I know, but I kind of wanted to play like the OG, just because I've never really gotten a chance to actually play through the quote-unquote career mode of 1. I enjoy it though. It's a charm. Like, is it the bombastic and like show-stopping must-have in the collection that is Burnout 3? No. Is it a great addition regardless and a fun game? I'm having fun with it. Like, despite a little bit of the jank here and there, and some of the difficulty, like I am genuinely enjoying this game quite a bit. Yeah, like there's a lot of great stuff with it. Like I kind of put this up there with like Midnight Club 1 in terms of, is it the best game in the series? Not by a long shot. Would I still willingly go back and replay it despite that because I just enjoy the game? Absolutely. That part is always a little bit annoying though because I literally had just nowhere to go. Thankfully, they can't take that off ramp well. They cannot take that off ramp well. Oh my gosh. Alright, first round complete. First round complete. Most damage. Not even by a long shot. This song, I know. Like, it's got some great music. Your marathon has been completed. Oh, it was only a single. Oh, 3 and 4 isn't. What is survival? What is survival? That's interesting. I'm gonna keep you with the championship for now, though. Gosh, the pickup. I like how this got almost like morphed into a crash vehicle in 3. Probably 2 as well. And as you can kind of see a little bit in the muscle class. Like, so some of these make a comeback. Like Saloon, the beat up version is a Burnout Revenge. Super Vinny kind of is a little bit in like the compact cars. Tow truck. Would be an elimination mode? Maybe, that's true. We may genuinely beat this game in a single playthrough.
Three, two, one, go!
But we will see. I know this is a championship because it's a Grand Prix. Oh, it's wet. It is wet. Okay. Does that actually affect handling, or is it just, is that just other stuff? Holy moly, okay. So this is a lot more tricky. because there is just traffic everywhere, and a lot of that is reverse. A lot of it going the wrong way. But this is still the city streets. This is still, I think, like gridlock reverse, I think. So this shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so far so good. Oh, I thought I could have made that. I thought I could have made that. Nope. Alright, and there's lap 1. So it's gonna be around a 4.5 minute race, thereabouts. Which is good. So thankfully the marathons are just a single race. So we got one more single race marathon in the US marathon. Then we got basically 2 other championships, I think. Oh my gosh, okay. Thankfully allowed us to kind of graze that wall and not enter a crash cam. Hey! Another one of our opponents crashed. Low skill issue. Now we're getting close to the final lap. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. I saw the off-ramp before the arrows and I was like, oh yeah, we'll go that direction. Is it a short game? It seems to be that way. I mean, you gotta think, this was a game made by a developer that was mostly like about to go bankrupt and was kind of like a last-ditch effort to kind of get a little bit more, you know, make one last project. And most of that development time went into making like the crashing physics and everything. And the body deformation. Lol, he got hit with, he couldn't get past the car. Alright, let's get past the truck though. We can do this. Because of the final, it's the final lap. There's not much left on the race. There you go. You can still kind of take down opponents by kind of like squeezing them into traffic. But yeah. We're only like, what, 2 more turns? There it is. The alleyway. Racing the French said it as some sort of Hail Mary. Yeah. Who's texting me? Yeah, okay, not too much damage caused, but holy moly. Decent times, I'll take that. Alright, next one, cliffhanger. Oh, that's a very twisty road.
3, 2, 1.
But yeah, no, honestly, like it's very well done for a game that, you know, was kind of made to be a Hail Mary. Although, is it just me, or this track feels almost like one of the tracks, I forget which one, but one of the tracks in Need for Speed High Stakes. kind of almost grayish green palette. The rolling hills, the kind of suburban landscape. It feels very much like that. I forget the name of the track. But if you played High Stakes, you know the one I'm talking about. This feels very similar to that one. You even have like a section of highway with center dividers in the middle. Yeah, maybe a little bit. It might just be me finding patterns where there aren't any. But yeah. Either way, pretty cool. Yeah, granted the high stakes track doesn't have the off-road sections. But like a lot of the other stuff, it feels similar-ish to the high stakes track. Like this section here, especially with the suburban homes and kind of the rolling hills with the wide sweeping corners with that kind of sunset greenish gray kind of like aesthetic. Feels like one of like the British tracks. Is it British? Or it might be Irish. Scottish? I don't know. But that one, it feels like it. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm glad the AI actually swerved out of the way that time. Normally the swerving actually is a little bit annoying, because oftentimes they swerve into the path you're directly taking. But here, no, that was actually useful. That was actually very useful. Had to use just a little bit of boost there to get past the truck. GTA 5 NPCs easily do that. I know. Thankfully, GTA 5 doesn't have a crash cam. Thankfully. Holy moly. Could you imagine crash cam in a GTA game? No, thank you. But I guess getting ejected is kind of a close second, but like, yeah. Still. Hi there, buddy. Getting ejected is low-key funny though. I know. It'd be kind of cool, like, if like later GTA games made like a mini game out of that, especially for like online. If you could get it injected into like online, turning that into like a game mode. Basically, like whoever can throw like their character the furthest, as like make that an adversary mode or something. That could be kind of fun. We haven't really had that since like flat out games. So I haven't had like a GTA, like, you know, even if it's kind of like a silly, non-serious, like online game mode would be pretty fun, I think. I don't know, using a little bit more of like the game the game's, physics and everything. Midnight Run. Ooh, okay. Let's do it, chat.
Three,
2, 1. It's the final race in this series, I think. And I believe then we'll have another face-off unlocked. The first one was the Roadster. The second one was the tow truck of all vehicles. I wonder what the third one is going to be. Vlad needs a new game as well. Yeah, although it kind of currently has a spiritual successor of Wreckfest, which is doing a pretty good job at that front. But yeah, I don't know, with Bugbear not working on it, it feels strange. Everyone wrecked there. I guess the closest comparison would be Trail Out, which isn't particularly bad. I'd say it's probably more of like, it feels like a fan game of Fallout 2. Yeah, Trail Out. But like on the same token, like it's still enjoyable. Like you can tell it very much wears its inspiration on its sleeve. But like, it does so out of respect rather than just trying to be a cheap copy. I quite like it though. I think it's a very solid spiritual successor. And then you have, the Wreckfest as well, which occupied two very different but still very amazing and enjoyable niches. Alright, we gotta be a little bit careful here. Huge slide. There we go. Okay, now that we're... Bro. That intersection is just death. Like, how are you supposed to avoid that? I guess could have gone far to the left. And that could have worked. We'll have to see. Like most of the other ones, I'm like, yeah, I can kind of avoid that, or yeah, I made a mistake. God damn, exactly. Like that, yeah, you could avoid. And I did. But like there are some other ones where it's like, the entire like cross street is just filled with bus. And you're like, well, I can't do shit here. I can't do anything here. We may genuinely be able to beat this game in a single sitting tonight. I wasn't expecting that. I was looking at the time to beat and it was like 6 hours. And I'm like, oh, okay, I could do like 2-3 streams with that. Yeah, it was. Holy moly. But like genuinely, we're getting a decent amount complete. I wasn't expecting to kind of be able to pick up and play this so quickly, given the fact that I've heard that this one is genuinely like really hard. And it has some difficult spots. But like once you kind of get used to it, it's not that bad. Car is responsive and nippy. Handling's pretty solid. Colors in a game at the building which makes me lose too much. A little too much cat. Yeah, fair. It's basically they try to take Flat Out 2 and just like turn it up to like 12 with like the explosions and carnage and all that stuff. I still enjoy it, but I do think Flat Out 2 is the better game of the two. But if you want something, if you get tired of like Flat Out 2 and Flat Out Ultimate Carnage and want something that's a little bit different, but still kind of has like that same vibe, yeah, I would definitely recommend Trail Out. Come on, big speed to the finish line. I know there's no cross traffic. I know there's enough lanes for me to get through. Ultimate Carnage should choose soundtrack would be perfect. Yeah. The Ultimate Carnage's soundtrack isn't bad. But yeah, 2's is definitely better. You know, demon speeding is just beautiful. Alright. Special face off. Alright, let's get the Roadster. The Saloon GT. Ooh. Alright, alright. Oh, we're on the urban streets as well.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, let's see what we can do here. Road to Ruin by Supergrass. That one's a good one too. Symphony of Destruction. Absolutely love that. Oh! Oh, I thought I could avoid him. Nope, we could not. But that is alright. That is a-okay. This is fun though. Like this is genuinely just charming. It's a great, you know, couple hour experience that you can pick up and play like, you know, once every year or so. And I like that. I like that a lot. 32 Leaves Waiting is my favorite of the Final Ultimate Carnage songs. Who's that one by again? I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's a car. Yeah, the game looks fun. Yeah. Oh gosh, the rubber band AI is real though. The rubber band AI is 100% real. Like you think it's bad in Burnout 3, holy moly. Like one mistake and they are literally right up on your butt again. And that's probably the biggest complaint I have about this game, and the fact that sometimes it just throws completely unavoidable traffic at you on some of the tracks. And you're like, well, I can't do anything there. Oh, that's a taxi. I couldn't get the fishtailing under control. But that's alright. We got one more lap. Let's do this. Get another vehicle for a garage. This one feels very New York-ish, I think. Like this track. The grid-like layout, the massive roads that are still absolutely filled with traffic, the massive amount of skyscrapers, the kind of dreary, dingy vibe of it. It feels very New Yorkish, I think. That's probably what they were going for. But it definitely feels it. Maybe if not New York, kind of maybe Chicago a little bit. Yep, nope, that was never gonna work. Bad Isaac. Alright, it's getting close to the end. I like how the music changes so suddenly. Are you kidding me? I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Right at the end. That was me being stupid. That wasn't even like the game. That's just genuinely me being stupid. Thankfully, this track's pretty short. Wasn't Detroit in Revenge as well? Yeah, Detroit was in Revenge. That was a Motor City. Yeah, the Sunshine Keys, which is like the Florida Keys in Miami. You had Angel Valley, which is like LA. Lone Peak, and I forget what the other one was. But they were like Colorado and... Was it just Lone Peak? I think it might have just been Lone Peak. Which I think was just kind of like backwoods, kind of Colorado area. I think. Either like Rocky Mountains or Appalachia. One of those two. Rome Escalation was there as well. Yep, Eternal City. Then you had some place in the Swiss Alps. And then wherever in the Far East the two Asian tracks were. I'm pretty sure in Burnout 3, you're in like Thailand, I think, for the Far East country. I'm pretty sure it's like Thailand. But I don't know where you are in the Burnout Revenge. Maybe like Hong Kong, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks very Thailandish. Then also, when you kind of look at where it zooms in very close to where Thailand actually is on the map as well. So you have that going for you. And all the tuk-tuks. Alright, race is going a lot more smoothly now. Kind of vibing. Getting close to the final lap. There it is, final lap. I don't know where America or Europe is. The European or American tracks are really in 3 though. Europe kind of feels like northern Italy-ish. Italy, maybe France. Like northwestern France. Definitely somewhere like close to the Alps as well, because you get the snowy peaks and everything. Whatever country it is, it's one that has a Riviera and the Mediterranean to the south. and the Alps to the north, which is probably like France, Italy, something like that. What? But USA, I'm not too sure. And track designs and revenge 1 point. I know. They did a really good job with that. All the verticality and everything. The alternate routes and all of that. Having like a decent like vibe that kind of like fits like the theme and everything of the area. Yeah, that one was strange. That one was strange. I thought we didn't even touch that one, but nope. I guess not. I guess not. That was certainly a crash cam of all time. There we go. We got the Saloon GT. Alright, the Twilight Grand Prix, the last of the Grand Prix. And then we got a marathon as well. Let's do it. Alright, let's see. Okay, ow, really? You're gonna slow the both of us down by trying to nudge me like that. Way too close for comfort there. Bro had a skill issue. Chicken George, I remember this song. Yeah. That's cute. Why no manual transmission? Cause I wasn't expecting this game to kind of be more kind of down to earth. And I don't know. Probably one of the few times why I don't want to do manual, just because of the chaos and like the crash cams and everything like that. I know for the most part you're just getting up to gear 5 and then staying there, but still. Like, once games reach a certain level of chaos, I do actually turn on automatic transmission. Just because otherwise it's a little bit more difficult to cope with the chaos. Oh, everyone's wrecking. Okay. Why did you swerve? I do like how it spawned me like facing out of the vehicle, and it kind of had me almost go through them for a split second there. But we were going backwards. Come on. This definitely has a lot more grip than the Roadster and the Muscle. It is a little bit understeery though, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Now we're gonna get boost right as we're coming onto the highway. Perfect. Like, this thing's got some really good top speed. It's very stable. Not the best acceleration compared to the Muscle or the Roadster, but it's not bad either. And definitely on much more high-speed tracks. It's probably the best one, probably one of the better ones to drive. The pole is not okay, the pole is not destructible. The pole is absolutely not destructible. That's a bit. I mean, at least the game is pretty like lenient with regards to giving you the ability to recover from the BS for the most part. Like, is this game difficult? Yes, actually, I'm having a little bit of difficulty with it here and there. For the most part, like, I feel like it's still manageable difficulty. Alright, final lap. Let's do this. And the music's really amping up. Let's go. One thing I'm not the biggest fan of is the music kind of like tones down the intensity when you go into the boost mode and everything. Like I want the music to stay like, you know, full intensity. What if there's a way I can turn it off? If not, no big deal. It's a minor nitpick thing. Gosh, okay, you do not want to touch the wall though, because that basically puts you at a complete stop. Ooh boy. So that part's gonna be a little bit tricky, as the walls are very grabby with this one. But on more open tracks, it's probably the best option, as it's stable, it's fast. Hey, winner! Winner! Alright. Still not as quick as our muscle run there, but that's alright. That is okay. Country chaos. Alright. So this is probably the reverse version of cliff jumper or whatever.
3, 2, 1.
This one's gonna be a little bit more tough because it is a very tight, very technical course with lots of walls that you do end up kind of sliding on. So we gotta make sure we avoid the grabby walls. Oh! I'm half of the night, man. I'm hella tired. Yeah, all good. Thanks for stopping on the stream, man. I appreciate it. You have a great night, okay? Oh gosh, they're wrecking. Everyone's wrecking. Everybody's wrecking. Oh gosh, the walls are super grabby. Okay, I don't like that about the saloon. I don't like that about the saloon GT. walls are like extra grabby. And you lose a lot of speed even like grazing them. Alright. So doing well here. Nope, thought I could go around the outside. Wasn't gonna happen. Alright, we can still catch first though. Oh gosh, we still gotta catch second. Okay. That's no bueno. Yeah, this car is not exactly built for this track. Alright, second is just up ahead. First isn't too far up, first isn't too much further, I think. Alright, there we go, they wrecked themselves out. Alright, first is way up there. We can make this work. We got one more lap to do this in. And there they are. There they are. Oh, right at the apex. Okay, that's fine. There's just nowhere to... Okay, this is frustrating a little bit. Hopefully the game allows a second place for this run of the championship. Oh, for the love of... Yeah, I'm not liking the GT. It was great on the high-speed tracks, but on anything else, it's... You can't use the walls, which is very grabby. Which means you have to intentionally kind of put yourself at a higher risk of the traffic. Alright, well, fourth is doing something. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's retry it. So I need to finish first anyway.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Go!
So I need to finish first. I need to basically avoid their chaos. Okay. That's fine. Well, not when we're being wrecked by the cars, but we can get through this. So first place is just up ahead. We lost a little bit of ground on them. But there's still in heavy traffic. Holy moly, okay. A little bit less traffic, please, game. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Grazie. Try to avoid collisions. Yep, alright, wall. Alright, good. We got to that section unscathed. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that didn't count as a crash there. This is okay. This is okay. Alright, so yeah, this is where it's gonna get difficult. Because the game is amping up traffic like crazy. Yeah, alright. Second and third are right behind us. We are hanging in there. Oh gosh, okay. Keep it tight. We're doing good. We're doing good. Very solid run. We're going a lot slower than I thought we normally would, but that's alright. With this much traffic, avoiding a crash cam and keeping up momentum is probably the safest bet. Probably. I mean, it's the last championship, so we have this, a face-off, and then the final, like, endurance event. And then I think we have beaten the game. I think. Big if true. Big if true. Oh. Okay. Not too bad. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Alright, good. No crash cam there. Holy moly, okay. This one's a tough one. We're in the final lap now. We need to win it. But right now, as long as we're staying clear of traffic. And we're not doing that. Please, game. Wait, I am first. Okay, good. I am still first. They must have wrecked. Oh, we got someone looking out for us, I think. Holy moly. Alrighty. So we got one more race in this championship, I think. Sunset River. Alright. Okay. We can do that. A lot of high-speed sections, a lot of all that. Yeah, I kind of figured that was never going to work. That's alright. I see first up ahead. Alright, we need to really push though. No mistakes, no errors. Very grabby walls. Yeah, I think for the next one, I'm using the Roadster again. I know it's kind of like the car to go to, but holy moly, like the other ones kind of have a bit of a other things that I don't really like. But the Roadster is pretty much like the jack of all trades. All right, good. Bum bum. Like the GT, it's not bad, but it's basically pretty much only for like highway runs. Because the tighter twistier sections, the walls are very grabby, but in the same token, it doesn't really have like the best, I don't know, something a little bit more nimble, I think. I wonder why the walls are so grabby in this one specific vehicle. Like all the other ones, you don't slow down a whole lot by, you know, touching the walls. This one, it's very much a, you touch wall, you come to a complete stop. Oh, hi. Oh, we absolutely T-boned that Super Mini. Yeah, that got us. GG on that front game. Alright, the music's entering the high stress mode. Alright, good so far. Hi. I do see you there. Alright, final lap. Big push, chat. Let's do this. We can do it. We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Checkpoint. Oh, that van was too close. That van was too close, y'all. Oh. Save it, save it. Mostly saved it. Oh, get us off the wall, get us off the wall. Alright, up in a second, but we need first. Desperately, here comes the hairpin. We can shave off time here. The AI likes taking a long way around. Whereas we can take a decent cut on that corner. I say you cut the car, so you have to slow down and give up the time gains. Nope. Y'all ain't gonna touch me, van. There's the finish. Yes! Let's go! Alright. The USA Marathon and final face-off. Welcome Zero. Hello Isaac. Been looking for a bit. I'm finally sitting down and chilling. Second saying hello. Hope you doing. I'm doing alright. We're honestly pretty close to beating Buzz. Buzz. We're honestly pretty close to beating the first Burnout. But glad you're here. Buzz. What? You know, I'll take it. Alright, Buzz got some juice though. Holy moly. What do they put in the bus? Can actually finish in time again tonight? I might actually. It's gonna be close. I think I can do it. What do they put in that bus? Oh, double bus! Double bus! Oh, we are inside the bus. Holy moly. Just this in the USA Marathon. Yeah. So we can absolutely do it. Nope, don't you do it. Don't you dare hit that. Don't you dare hit the gritty. Don't you dare hit that section. Oh, this handles so much better than the Saloon GT. The Saloon GT, it's very grabby with the walls. And like it sees the walls and it's like, yummy. Let me stay close to y'all. It does not. Burnout 2 may take 1 to 3 streams. I'm gonna be playing the PS2 version for that. So that's okay. It's not bad. I could probably do Wednesday, Thursday as Burnout then. And then I might be able to get 3 in before I retire. That'd be close. But it's doable. It is definitely doable. Car. I don't even know where the. Oh gosh, the bus is still there. The bus. Just looking behind and seeing second place hovering over a bus. Oh gosh. It can absolutely take those corners too. The absurdity of it. The crazy high performance bus. Maybe 2 streams for the PS2. The GameCube and Xbox versions, double the amount of crashing. Oh jeez. Okay, so probably 2 streams for that one then. Based. And then Burnout 3. Burnout 3 would probably take around 6 to 8 streams. Depending on if I want to go after the all the signature takedowns and all that stuff as well. Which I may end up trying. Although the 2 tram takedowns in a race is going to be a little bit difficult. I can maybe get away with that one with having a longer race at the Winter City. So that's got a lot of trams. That one might be feasible. 6 aren't bad. It's a takedown trophies. That's a pain. Yeah, I can imagine. Although there's always one signature takedown trophy that has always eluded me, and that is the tram ram, the U.S. tram ram. Bus is given a Terminator chase. It's like, oh, I'm understeering, 90-degree turn immediately. That bus is on something. Bus. The bus, got us. Oh gosh, it's still there. It's funny seeing such a slow vehicle get rubber band AI'd. Like it's actually really funny. Where do the bus be? Will say I do actually like the music here. It's a vibe. Checkpoint. Oh gosh, it's still there. The bus does not care. The bus comes anyway. And you better be at that bus stop or you're gonna miss and you're gonna have to walk to school. Holy moly. That is crazy. We have unlocked the bus. Hey, new fastest times as well. I'll take that. I would definitely take that. I would happily take that. Alright, and now the USA Marathon, the final event. Oh, that's a long one. Okay, we can do it though. We can do it. Alright, muscle, truck, and the sports coupe. It's not bad actually. This one took 15 minutes. Oh gosh, okay. Well, let's make sure we keep it steady. 15 minutes. I mean, I don't doubt you. That seems about right for like the marathons. Alright, we're onto the highway. We're onto the highway for quite some time as well. So anything to give us a little bit more speed? I think I use the Super Mini because that's the best handling. Yeah, the Super Mini is really good as well. I like the Roadster of all the vehicles. That and the Sports Coupe are probably my two favorites. They got a little bit more acceleration than the Super Mini, but aren't like that much more difficult to control. The Roadster is a little bit twitchy, but I don't mind that too much. I can handle twitchy in the Burnout games. That truck though. I don't like the truck or either of the saloons. Both of them are just very, this regular saloon and the truck are both very heavy, very understeery, and then the other saloon, the Saloon GT, it likes to touch the walls. Oh yeah, there we go. Narrowly drift between two trucks. I would happily take that. Remember when you played the Burnout 3 demo in News Underground? Yeah, that was fun. Now we're gonna be playing Burnout 2. probably the next time we stream. Next time we stream either Wednesday and Thursday, and then yeah, so that's gonna be fun. Sunday, Monday is going to be Gran Turismo 3, finishing that up. Tuesday and Saturday is going to be Need for Speed 2015. And then Wednesday, Thursday is probably going to be like Burnout slots. As we head into the final month. Oh, watch the crash. Watch the crash. Woohoo! Oh, he swerved the other way. I was hoping to go to the inside there. But yeah, I remember playing, gosh. It'd be fun to play New Super Grand 2 again. It's been a while since I've played that. I know off stream I've been playing a lot of the Tokyo Stream Racer 2025. And that game has been fun. So that's one of those games where I feel like I'd enjoy playing more so at my own pace than, you know, at the faster streaming pace. Just because I like reading through the rival lore and everything like that. I like kind of, you know, seeing like the descriptions and all that stuff. Oh gosh. Alright, well, we're probably getting close into the first lap here. It's 4:20. 4 minutes 20 seconds for the first race. For the first lap. So we're probably getting close. Whoa, hey there, buddy. Don't swerve into me either. Alright, I think this... No, that's not the start of the lap. It's gotta be close, though. Alright, more highway sections. Let's go. Most of 60 for now. Alright, take care, Fuochoba GT. Have a great night. Oh, that's a car. Okay, the other guy wrecked too. I'll take that. I will happily take that. Okay, so 5. Still not the end of the first lap? Damn, this may take closer to 18 minutes. Races win every time. Hey, nice. Was it a close game? Was it a good game? I mean, if it was overtime, that must mean it was a close game. But was it a good game, too? Holy moly, this is going to be closer to an 18-minute race. That is not good. That is not... Holy moly, that is a long one. I mean, I call it a marathon. Alright, so here... They carried. So hopefully the team recognizes that then, and they get the, you know, the kind of a recognition they deserve then if they are carrying. Yep. Had a plus minus of plus 39. We should be back up, right? Hang on. Trying to get everything. That's good. That's good. That's good. Dang, that was a big power outage. Great, I'm gonna have to reset everything too. Fun. Okay. That's alright. That's alright. should be good now. Stream is healthy. I think everything's good now. Yeah, stream polls. I apologize about that. Internet machine had a quick power outage here. Everything should be good now, I think. Yeah, okay. We are good. We are back. Holy moly. That was probably one of the longest temporary power outages. It's very windy today. So that's definitely a little bit of an issue. But we're good, we're good. We are absolutely good. Alrighty. We are moving. We are schmoving. Alright, I see you. I'm gonna run a little bit wider there. Yeah, it's back. Good. Thank you all for your patience with that. I had to reconnect everything. And yeah. That caused just a little bit of issues. We're good now. We're back moving. Final event. We're not gonna end the stream just yet. But yeah, that was it is definitely very windy. Alright, come on. Got a little bit more distance to go. Nope. Yeah, they both crashed into the truck. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. We are vibing, we are thriving, we are moving, we are schmoving. Okay. Ooh, gosh. Alright, they took a big chunk out of the distance there. They are absolutely going for broke with the course cutting. Probably very smart of them to do that. They don't normally do that, so I guess they turned up the ante for the final events. Alright, are we gonna start ahead of them or behind them? Ahead of them. Get dunked on, kid. Okay. We are good. We are alright. Welcome, Jerry. It's a difficult burnout for sure. Yeah, I've been mainly using the roads, so the roads has probably been like my go-to vehicle. It's got kind of the best overall kind of balance, performance, good handling, great acceleration, no other awkward quirks. It's a very solid vehicle, I think. I quite like it. But it's definitely a fun game for sure. We're on the final event now, and we are on track to get that knocked out. Probably another minute or so till the final lap. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit longer than 15 minutes. It's about 18 minutes. I want to before EA published by Acclaim. Yep. They got their own unique charm. Even if they have a little bit lower production quality and everything, it's still very, very solid. Like, I'm definitely enjoying this. Alright, getting close to the final lap. Only a couple more corners. We are back in the city. We are back in the urban parts. Come on, can we do it, chat? I think we can. We don't really have any other rivals that are that close behind, so we will see. Woo! And the final lap. Big boost here. We got a bunch of wide open roads. I should have stayed to the left. I should have definitely stayed to the left. There goes now first place. We can do this. We can do this, chat. Give me a little bit more boost. We're on the highway again. Alright. There we go. There's a little bit of an extra little oomph. Not too much further. I say that. We got another like 5 minutes left. But we got this. And the music's going hard as well. High intensity. Yeah. I wish the intensity of the music stayed the same when it was the high intensity stuff, and it stayed at the same volume when you're using the boost. Because you want to be, it wants you to really push. Good stuff through the suburban sections. Another checkpoint. Now in the off-roads. Oh my gosh. Okay. Way too close for comfort there. Way too close for comfort. Oh, thank you, Wall, for not having the same crash collision detection as the cars do. I say that, I was able to kind of gently nudge that car there without too much issue. Come on. Alright, come on, not much further. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, chat. Breath is my favorite car designs. The game followed by the custom cars, but Yeah. Like, Burnout Revenge had a lot of good stuff. Like, a lot of the cars ended up later on being just the same cars with body kits on them and a higher top speed, which is a little bit disappointing. I will say, I do actually genuinely like the design of the Roadster as well. Like, it's probably one of the few vehicles that, like, looks like it could really be made IRL and, like, would probably, you know, be considered a, you know, a good-looking car. I like it anyway. Especially for, like, an early PS2 game. Even some of the special cars in Avenger. Yeah, that's true. Or, like, they're the same vehicle with slightly different liveries. Did one of those cars just disappear? Or am I tripping? Like, I'm familiar with the pop-in ahead. That's normal for, like, an early PS2 game. I get that. But, like, one of those vehicles, I swear, like, disappeared right as we got to it. And I want to make sure I'm not, like, just going crazy. It's a finish! Yes! Custom Classic Hot Rod. Yep, the EA Racer, GT Criterion Racer, the Black Elite Racer, and the Revenge Racer. Mm-hmm. All of them are kind of crazy. Ayy. I have completed Burnout. That took 2.5 hours. That's not bad, actually. Ah, oh, it's cool looking at the team that built it as well. Oh, it's so late 90s, early 2000s. That's cool, though. I hope these guys are doing great with their lives. They made a great franchise. Lowrider, Anthony's Racing, special Logitech, whatever. Yeah. And then the European classic racer as well are all, I think, unique as well. The European classic LM, I think. Like how someone's listed as PS2 Guru. Yeah, that one's one of my favorites because it's based off of the old Ferrari Le Mans racers. Yeah, that one is so good. It's hard to get though, because getting some of the things for Eternal City is tough. The not as tough as getting a vertical takedown at at the Sunshine Keys. That one is very tough. That one is a very tough one. Bum, bum, dum, 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 dum. Aw, and thinking their families, so that's it's charming. We have done it. We have beat Burnout 1. So yeah, next week we're gonna be streaming Burnout 2, Point of Impact. So that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be ending this stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you will in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what you follow so we can fix that in the future. With that being said, I've been Isaac Umbras, and wherever you're in the world, whatever time it is for you, may it be a great time. And I'll see you all in the next stream. Till then, take care everybody. Bye bye.